Hey Jim, today I'm going to try to do something about these keys. You know, I got this kind of sketchy Range Rover, and it did luckily come with two keys, and it looks like this one was the one that was primarily used. You can see a bit of wear and damage and wear on the buttons. Everything else looks okay. We stopped, I retired this key immediately because it's got a wine cork on it, and I don't think that would be that good of an idea if you got in an accident and they found a wine cork on your car key. But anyway, then this is the second key, and it has a cracked back. So I'm going to try to fix both of these keys today because I have ordered this. I think it was like around $20. And I think if I use just the back plate here on this one, then I can use all of this fresh front stuff on this one, and I can make two new keys using just one. First up, I'm going to open up, or attempt to open up, this new key shell, and there's a button right here that you're able to push it in. You can then pull out the key. Now this one, of course, is a blank, so however this goes, we're not going to end up using this. And then I also am going to immediately remove all keychains from both of these. I don't know. I guess these strawberry bears can certainly make it easier to find your keys if you drop them. But get rid of all this stuff. Our three keys. This is our decent one with the cracked back. This is our worn one, the good back. And this is our empty one. I think it's an empty shell with no logo. So let's see if I can get this one apart. It looks like there's a seam right there. Maybe goes up and over to here. So I'm going to maybe try to just give her a little pry. Oh, look at that. It came right up super easy. Nice. Okay, well, it basically falls apart in your hands then. Right? Nice metal feeling thing. Seems like there should be a way to separate this plate from here. Let's see. It's moved some. There we go. Not break anything by forcing, but there we go. Let me see. That's a place for a battery. Got it all taken apart and laid out. So now I'm going to try to take apart this real key. Hopefully it goes as easy. That's going to come out real easy because of the crack. Just a sticker holding it on. Okay, that wasn't too scary. There's our battery. I guess I should replace the batteries while we're in here. It's a CR2032. So this is our back piece that we want to place. So I really like to remove this Land Rover emblem and stick it on my new key part. Let me see how I can do that. Okay, this back is already broken. There's no way to really, I guess I could try and drill a little bit there to get to the back to try and push it out. But maybe if I just bend this a little bit, oh, there, it just cracked a little more. Yeah. I've been able to grab the plastic here with these interesting little needle nose pliers and peel it back. Now you can see I can get to the back of that emblem, and I can probably, I'm going to try and be very careful because I don't want to break the emblem. Try to pop it out of there. There, look at that. Perfect. So now we have a nice emblem to put on our replacement back. This guy. Let me get some glue. Guess I'm going to try and put this new back on. Oh, that snapped on. There we go. That snapped on very easily. Nice. So I put this back in. There we have it. A repaired key. No more cracked back. And now let's put on our recovered Land Rover deal. Got some of this stuff. I'll put a drop on there, stick it on, and let it cure. Nice. Well, now let's see what we can do with this key. And you can see it's probably not a big deal to most people, but there's a lot of wear on the face of this key. And I think it's worth putting on this nice new one here where it's like starting fresh. So hopefully it's worth it. Okay, so try to pop the back off again. Again, it came off real easy. I can see some marks on it right here from where it's been opened in the past. And it looks like it's developing a tiny crack right here. So I might have to order another complete shell for this guy. There we go. Well, it does make some noise, and now you can see it's cracked in a couple places. So I am going to do this whole process again. As well, at least just replace the back, I guess. All right. Anyway, let's see if we can get the front replaced. It looks like we have some screws, and that makes sense since the new key came with a bag of little screws. Looks like there, 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 and there. And then we'll be able to separate the brains here off of the front, hopefully. And then I can just pop the brains right in on this guy, and we won't need to use this guy, I don't think. We'll see. We got here. The correct tool to remove these tiny screws is, it's like a Torx bit, but it's really tiny, and it is a T6, VT6, I don't know. Anyway, that's the correct one, but then I also found that you can get them with a .050 hex key if you don't have the Torx bit. But we're going to go ahead and use the Torx bit since I have one. Okay, a few more. All right. Now I'm going to see about trying to separate these two since I have the 4 screws out. Screwdriver in right. There we go. That starts to separate it. Now, there's the brains of our key. And now I can put it into my pretty new front. And it looks good, it looks clean. So I'm going to carefully just lay it right in here. Sure, put my nice metal piece in. I think I'm going to use this one that came with the new key. It looks much nicer. So we'll put that there. They get caught together. There. Nice. I think we're almost ready to put the screws back in. Got my screws back in. Now I'm just going to snap the back on again. And yeah, that's correct. I'm going to order a new back soon enough. And then I'll put our back in. And look at that. All done. And suddenly I get these strawberry bear things. It's his and hers keys. So if you're setting the memory on the car and you're sharing it with a couple, then that's how you would be able to grab your own keys. So when you get in, the seats and the mirrors and everything go to what you have set. And when your wife gets in, I like it. I'm going to leave those. Thanks for watching.